Dragon Ball Z, y'all gonna hate me. Y'all gonna hate me for this one. But Dragon Ball Z get a...
You need to leave!
Yo, welcome back to another video. Today we're jumping back into our new series, our brand new series. We dropped the first one last Tuesday, and that was for our horror game tier list. Now we're back with another tier list. This tier list, something I think I'm adapting. I think I'm more adapting anime than I was horror, from what I found out. I thought I knew more horror than I did. It got me together. We got a lot of games to play, but I think and feel and believe that I am pretty adept. There's a lot of anime on here. I already glanced at it. There's a lot of anime on this list, and I have seen some that I already know that I haven't seen, but I'm hoping my anime pool comes through. But we're back judging best animes. So we got triple S or double S, we got an S, we got A, B, C, D, and then F. And then I'm gonna add another category, haven't seen. All right, we're gonna change that color too. We're gonna make that purple. Got it. All right, so we got double S, S, A, B, C, D, F, and haven't seen. All right, let's get into this. And I'm gonna try to go just straight on the row instead of going random like how it was for the last one. So first one, we have Pokemon Black and White. Pokemon Black and White, every Pokemon series in my opinion is top tier and is elite. Black and White, I'm gonna put at an A. Then we got Pokemon, what's this, Adventures? Advance, Pokemon Advance. I'm gonna say A as well. We got Digimon. We putting the classic Digimon. This one's a double S. There's no debate for that. Digimon, the OG Digimon, had us all in the chokehold. I don't care what you talking about. We loved every single moment. We loved every single character. We loved every single Digimon in the game. That anime had me in a chokehold growing up. I had the toys. They had them little shake toys for it. I forget what they called. They had those. They had the little little egg things. I remember growing up, dating myself a little bit, but growing up they used to have, I forget the channel. The channel's different for everybody, but I forget the network. It's been so long. But they had the shows that came on in the morning. So you had Sonic that'll pop on there, Pokemon would be on there. You had Digimon that'll pop up on there. So sometimes that'd be my wake up, as I'm getting ready for school, wake up and I'm watching Digimon or Pokemon or Sonic or whichever one's playing. So that's my childhood. So that's a double S for me. This Digimon, this is the newer one. I didn't watch this as much just because I got older. It was a little bit older. I'm gonna put it as at a A though, because it's still Digimon. This was the movie, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure that was the movie. Put that one at S. And we have, it might be the first anime I haven't seen. Let's see. Yeah, that's not looking familiar to me. So we're gonna put that in the haven't seen. Sailor Moon. Y'all gonna hate me for this, but I'm putting Sailor Moon at a D. Huh? I know Sailor Moon is a lot of our childhood. I know Sailor Moon is a classic and is an OG, but I never really felt it. I never really got into it. It just was never for me. But it gets a D instead of an F because it is a classic. So that it being a classic alone keeps it out of the F category. Otherwise, it would be an F. Then we have, oh, this is Digimon New Gen. I don't think I've seen this one or this one. These are like newer ones that I haven't watched because as I got older, like Digimon is an anime, Pokemon is an anime, but growing up we looked at those as cartoons, right? So I didn't really get into anime until like towards the end of middle school, maybe early high school, somewhere around there. Yeah, somewhere around there. So I didn't really, outside of like some of the classics like Dragon Ball Z and stuff like that I watched growing up, but like on Toonami, like animes that showed on there, Cowboy Bebop, Trigun, stuff like that. But outside of that, I didn't really start diving into other animes like One Piece or even Naruto or Gintama or any of these other ones until later in my teenage years, I would say. So yeah. the Digimon series, outside of the OG classic one, and then the movie, and then this one, I really didn't watch any other ones, so I can't give those a fair grade. And then Pokemon, this one especially because we still had Brock in there. Dawn came in there. She wasn't as annoying as Misty, because Misty, like, if you Pokemon is one of my favorite series of all time. Like I just like Pokemon is one of those series that I go back to and I rewatch to get like some, to reminisce, to get those nostalgia vibes going. And so I like pretty much every single one of the Pokemon series that they have. But Misty, going back and watching how Misty behaved, which just will frustrate you and irritate the hell out of you when you get older, because she was just doing the most. Clearly you like this man Ash, and he just minded his business. And obviously they had like that bickering back and forth, but Misty just would, like, for example, Togepi. Togepi was supposed to be Ash's Pokemon. But here come Misty ass barging through, knock him out the way, and of course Togepi being a fresh born hatched Pokemon, the first thing Togepi lays eyes on is who Togepi deems as their mother. And because Misty wanna be Misty, now she gets to be the mother instead of Ash. And Ash was taking care of Togepi. Crazy! Taking care of Togepi, and here come Misty. Pissed me clean off. But as a kid, you don't really be looking at it like that. But when you get older and you rewatch it, come on now. She pissed me off with that. But this one right here, I'm gonna give an S because I love Brock still there. Obviously, you still got Ash there. Dawn came in, she was doing her big one. And then, but we was also seeing a different side of Pokemon outside of just Pokemon battles, right? Like going into the Pokemon series, we like Pokemon battle, Pokemon battle, Pokemon battle, Pokemon battle. Dawn was giving us that different look and like Pokemon festivals, competitions and stuff like that. So got a different side, so I like that. Then we got, never seen this one, so let me go throw that there. That must be a new one too. Yu-Gi-Oh! I haven't seen, this is the new one. I haven't seen that one. Of course, the OG Yu-Gi-Oh! That's an S. Like you got you had to be there. You had to be there. And then GX, I'm gonna put in an S right below. It's not as good as the OG, obviously, and of course, but it still was good. But that other one, I've never seen that. And we have, I don't know what this one is, so I'm gonna say haven't seen. Beyblade, I'm gonna give Beyblade a C. Never really got into it. I did love the toys that we had growing up with Beyblade and the stadiums and stuff that you could do. That was fun. That was neat. That was something different from the typical like card games and stuff that you would get with the different animes or cartoons and stuff like that. So that was a little bit different. I did enjoy that, but the anime, listen, wasn't anything special in my opinion. This Digimon 2. I'm pretty sure I've seen this just based off of this image, but I legit don't remember anything from it. So I'm gonna put haven't seen. But I'm pretty sure I have seen like some of that just based because that image is very familiar, but I don't remember nothing of it. So we're just gonna put it in haven't seen just to be safe. Don't know what the hell this is. So we're gonna put that in haven't seen. Alright, as well. Then we got another, is this Digimon 2? How many Digimon series they have? I don't think I've seen that one either. How many different Digimon series these people got? Dragon Ball Z, y'all gonna hate me. Y'all gonna hate me for this one. But Dragon Ball Z get a D for me.
You need a B.
And the reason why Dragon Ball, once again, is not in the F category because it's an OG classic. But the reason why Dragon Ball Z gets a D for me is because of when I rewatched it as I got older. As a kid, growing up, being young, and seeing Dragon Ball Z, amazing. And I still would recommend Dragon Ball Z for first-time anime watchers because it's easy to watch, it's easy to follow, it's not complex, it doesn't have a deep story and stuff like that. But as I got older, that's the exact reason why I fell off of it. Like, I tried to rewatch Dragon Ball Z growing up and I just couldn't, because it literally was the same repetitive story. And granted, most animes, a lot of animes have kind of like a underlying theme that keeps repeating, but Dragon Ball Z just like, Goku saves the day, Goku dies, we gotta spend all this time bringing Goku back, Goku comes back, he saves the day again, Goku dies. Like, outside of when Goku's son Gohan saving the day in the one series, it's always Goku. I did like Dragon Ball Super. I did like that one when that came out. I was following that episode after episode, so I did like that. But going back and watching the OG Dragon Ball Z, it just was too repetitive. There was no story to it. There's no like deeper connection to it, like, because I went back and I rewatched Dragon Ball Z after I've watched animes like Naruto, animes like One Piece, and other animes that have stories, like even sports-based animes like Haikyuu, like that have stories to them, that have connections to them, that make you get locked in and connected to the characters. And when I went back and rewatched Dragon Ball Z, all of that was just lacking and it was missing. So I always look at Dragon Ball Z as like a good gateway entry level anime into anime, and then you go from there. So that's why it's at a D for me. Bakugan, I'm gonna put F. I mean, I watched some of it and it's F. Let's just say that. F. Sonic X. This was one of those other ones when I was talking about like the wake up early, growing up, wake up early in the morning, and they have like some of them cartoons coming. This was the Sonic series I was talking about, Sonic X. So that's a double S. That's a classic. That's my childhood right there. Ghost Stories, never even heard of that. I think this Akala Kill, I think that's what that says down there. Kill la Kill, yeah. Yep. This one, I'm gonna give a B. Really good. It's just, once again, it's one of those like kind of like those. I don't want to say Dragon Ball Z, but it's like it does what it needs to do, right? So it's a story, assassin, killing people. Does what it does, and I enjoyed it for what it was. Then we got, had no clue. High School of the Dead. My friend told me about this one. I haven't watched it though, but my friend told me about it. He said it was good, so one day I might have to watch that. The slime, I love slime. So I'm gonna put, I love it, but it's not loved enough for me to put it as an S or a double S. But that's a good ass anime. I enjoyed it. Reborn, I don't know this one, so I'm gonna skip to Reborn. Reborn, I'm gonna give a B. Reborn is really good, but I just hate the main character sometimes. Like, it just was like, you got these crazy powers to tap into, and it's just like, what are you doing? Like, it's time to level up, right? So because of that hiccup and because of that hitch, it's just like knocks it down a little bit for me. Yeah, definitely don't know that one. Had to zoom in just in case. Mob Psycho, of what I watched of Mob Psycho, I'll give it a B. Animation is really dope. Power system, it's really, it's good. Yeah, B. Gintama, I'm sorry, I gotta give Gintama an F. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, because I know Gintama is another classic, but I've legit tried to rewatch Gintama like 5 times, not even exaggerating, and I just can't get into it. Like, Gintama, like, you are this super strong ass character, but you refuse to pull out your full potential, and every now and then we get a glimpse of what your full potential could be. You come around here using this wooden sword, you get your ass beat all the time willingly because you just refuse to tap into your full potential that we know you have. And then on top of that, you couple that with the fact that he's just so nonchalant. Like, get that off my screen. I can't deal with it. Like, he is literally the opposite of what you would expect main character MC to be. Literally, when you think MC in anime, you thinking over the top, you thinking like overly going, you thinking just loud as hell. And he's literally the opposite of that. And I'm just like, you couple that with the fact that he just keep playing. It's just like, I watched the anime and it feels like just a run-on joke to me. Like, he can do these things, but he just won't. And it's just like, you're constantly being joked at. It's just, I couldn't do it. After 5 times, I was like, yeah, no. Nope, not for me. And we have, yeah, don't know what that is, but Fate Zero. Woo! Fate Zero, we're gonna put an S. Actually, no, this is the one that goes, because they got a couple different iterations of Fate Zero. This one is the one that's SS. This anime is so good. Just having the different, and I forget the class of them, but the different types of warriors. Let's just go with that. Different types of warriors that come in, and they are tokens. Let's say, lack for better words, they are tokens for individuals to come in and fight, and they kind of like become partners with a human host, basically. And top 10, one of my favorite animes of all time, even though it was a shorter one. I usually go for longer series, but this one was really good. I enjoyed it. Like, really, really good. Don't know what the hell that is. Don't know what the hell this is. Okay, Inuyasha, that's a classic. That's finally a classic that I can put in the SS tier outside of like my Pokemon, like an actual anime. Because like I said, we treat Pokemon, Digimon as like Yu-Gi-Oh, Sonic as cartoons, even though they are animes. We treat them as cartoons. So finally, an actual real anime that we treat as an anime for real, I can throw in the SS category. Devil, this looks familiar. No, never mind. Don't know what that is. Don't know what the one next to it is either. Yeah, this was another one that would come on growing up, but I never liked the robot style animes. I never got into, so we don't get at it in F. I'm not even gonna talk too much on that. Don't know that one. Don't know this one. That looks familiar, but I think I'm confusing it with another anime. Don't know this one. Don't know this one. Don't know this one. Did I say waifu? Don't know that one. Isn't this that I think this one is that. Isn't this the ice skating one? I think that's the ice skating one. I did want to watch that, but I never did. Steingate, this is a good one. I'll give this one an A. Steingate's a really, really good one. Kind of like a sleeper one. But I like the concept behind it, I like the story on it. And I enjoyed it. Noragami, don't know that one. This is some I don't know. JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. I haven't watched that fully, but what I have watched, I'll give it a C. I have to go back and complete it and finish it, because everybody swears by JoJo. I do like the styling of it. I do like the uniqueness of it, but I just, of what I've seen, it wasn't like something that I'm like, oh my goodness, I gotta keep watching this, which is why I haven't finished it. So I'm gonna give it a C. Nora, no. Did I see this? Nora Rise. Why does this look familiar? Let me look at it real quick from a different angle. Nora Rise. Yeah, I did. Ain't this the one where they be? Yeah, yep, I did see this. Like, I remember like going through this and watching it, like in my phase of when I started picking up anime severely. I would had a phase to where I was like watching anime after anime after anime. So a lot of the animes I recognize and I have seen, but because it was kind of like mushed all together, some of the details get lost for me. But I have seen this one, and I'll say it's a B. I'll give it a B. Then we have another couple of shows I don't know nothing about. We're gonna put that here, here, here. Don't know that one. Yeah, no. Nope. This Devil May Cry. I never watched that one. Trigun, another classic, but y'all gonna hate me for this. I'm putting Trigun at an F as well. Couldn't enjoy it. Like, it's just like something about it being like the Wild Wild West futuristic type thing. I couldn't get behind it. It reminded me of how The Walking Dead, the TV show. I love the as y'all seen from the horror game playlist. The game, The Walking Dead series game, amazing, best gaming series I've ever played. But the TV show, The Walking Dead, couldn't get into it. The first episode, we're in a zombie apocalypse, right? And so zombie apocalypse is like current day future type thing, right? And so you would expect for it to look like that, right? The first episode of The Walking Dead looked like it was shot in like the 1920s. And I'm just like, where are we at? Like, why does it feel like I'm watching an old style TV show that's supposed to be current times or even in the future, right? Like, I get you want to give this aesthetic of run down, older because it's an apocalypse and humanity's rebuilding and stuff like that, but we could have made it look better than that. And that's what Trigun reminds me of. It's like this old style meets like current future type thing, and like that just doesn't mix with me. So I didn't really like Trigun. Never seen this Yu-Gi-Oh. Never seen this. 7 Deadly Sins. If we exclude the current adaptation, I'll give it an A, because I do like this series, especially Escanor. Escanor is my favorite 7 Deadly Sin, because I mean, how could you not? The man, he's super prideful, obviously, because he's the lion, the sin of the lion sin, or the sin of pride. And he stand on business. He not just sitting here telling you this stuff. He's actually gonna do it. So it's just like he talked the talk and walked that walk. So you can't even be mad at him, for real. So I do like it before the current adaptation that I think they put on Netflix, because the animation was horrible from that. But outside of that, I'll give it an A. Then we have this that I've never seen. Never seen this. Another Digimon. Or no, that's not Digimon. This is Blue Dragon. Oh, I have seen Blue Dragon. That gets a C though. That wasn't too impressive. In my opinion. Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan. I'll give Attack on Titan an A. Really good series. I felt like the last couple of seasons were a little bit rushed. But really good series. Levi, my favorite character from Attack on Titan. The concept behind it, interesting. Seeing that you have to turn into these monsters in order to beat these monsters and have like these connections with them. Yeah, it's good. I enjoyed it. The 5th season, obviously, GX got to go up into SS Classic. The Promised Neverlands. Because of the first season carrying, I'm gonna give it an S. But I didn't even pick up the remainder of the series just because the manga like fell short. The manga fell extremely short, and it just didn't leave too much high of hopes for me for the anime. So, but that first season was amazing. So that alone gets an S. I don't know what the hell that is. So let me look at this list because I don't think I know. Blue Exorcist, I do know. One Punch Man, I do know. Yeah, those are the only 2 from that row that I know. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these in this section here. And Blue Exorcist, I'll give a B. One Punch Man, I'll give a B as well. One Punch Man is a fun anime. I love Saitama as a character. And then I just did the plot, like him, his backstory, him getting crazy strong and becoming this One Punch Man that defeats enemies in one punches because he trained, did 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, or whatever it was, every day for however long it was, and then he lost his hair, and that's when he became since Saitama One Punch Man. It's just funny, and then just how they have the reactions in the show, and just like overall it's enjoyable, but it's not something that has like a story behind it, like a deep story behind it. There's not too many like deep connections with it, and it's kind of like the same type of thing to where he comes in, saves the day. Some of the other characters, like the S tier superheroes, A tier superheroes and stuff, they shine and stuff like that. So I do like that. But at the end of the day, it's really Saitama that's coming through and saving them from their demise. Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail gets an S. Fairy Tail is one of the few animes that has had me cry. Erza specifically, because that's my favorite character from her just being as strong as she was, just based off of just pure talent and raw talent, and not really having like this crazy powerful ass source of magic, but still being able to be one of the strongest people in that series just speaks volumes in my opinion. And just seeing how dedicated and motivated she was to protect her guild and those within it. and just seeing her exhaust herself and get all the way down to her armor that she, well, not really armor because she didn't really have armor on it, but her best non-armor based, her most powerful technique, made me shed some tears. It's very sentimental for me, very sentimental. Tokyo Ghoul, I haven't kept up with it outside of like the first season, but that first season carried, so I could give it an A. Didn't carry it enough to get into a S or a double S, but did good. ReZero, I actually enjoy ReZero, so I'm gonna give ReZero an A as well. I really enjoy it, and I like the concept behind it. And it gets a little like repetitive with like the girls in there that be like all over them and stuff like that. Like that gets like a little like repetitive to me, but outside of that, it's enjoyable. I enjoyed it. Angel Beast, don't know what that is. Don't know what this is. Don't know what this is. Butler, I haven't watched enough of Butler to give a final score on it, so I'm gonna put it at a C. Erased, I don't think I've seen that. Gundam, F once again. Once these robot ones, all getting an F for me. Konosuba, Super, no, never seen that. Looks familiar, but I don't think so. Beyblade, and throw you an F as well. Cowboy Bebop. Once again, y'all gonna hate me, but I'm gonna give Cowboy Bebop, I ain't gonna give it that low of a grade. I'm gonna give it a C. Middle row average. One, like I mentioned earlier, I typically like longer animes unless you are extremely good, right? And you do everything you're supposed to. If you're gonna be a short anime, you gotta be extremely well written. The anime has to be great. You have to give me everything that's needed. So like the backstories, if you have those, and you have to close it out, right? Like if you only giving me one anime and you open up backstories and you don't close it out, I'm pissed, right? So Cowboy Bebop, once again, it's like the older style type. So I already don't really, I like the Netflix adaptation of it. That was good. I enjoyed that. But going back and rewatching the anime, it's just, couldn't get into it, and I'm pissed they killed them off. Like, that pissed me off. So we're done with that. Don't know this one. Monster. Let me, before I say I don't know it. Yeah, no, I don't know that. Boruto. Whew. Of what I've seen of Boruto D. They just took too long. Durarara gets an F for me. Haven't seen Black Clover. Yes, Black Clover of the new gen, because we're getting into another new gen of new gens, but of this new gen, double S for me. Stories there, backstories are there, characters are there, character development is there. The animation is amazing. The power system is amazing with all the different powers that they have in there, what you can do with it, their growth with their powers. Asta specifically going from not having any powers to then being able to get his book, and then how it just ties into, like, they got the devils in the anime. Then you had the elves, which were evil beings and were like laying dormant in some of these people, and like you had that whole arc, just like amazing, right? So I just enjoyed the hell out of it, and I'm super excited that the new that they're picking up, because obviously they've been on hiatus for like the last 4 years or something like that, and they finally announced that they're coming back. So I'm excited for that. And me and my other anime friend got our other friend involved in Black Clover, and he's almost finished now, actually been caught up. So excited about that. I'm excited to start that up. Soul Eater, classic, double S, classic. Oh, where'd it go? There it is, double S, classic. Soul Eater is such a good ass anime. They need to remake it, or they need to add more to it. I would love for them to add another season or two of that. That's such a good anime, and it's childhood. Let me just look at this list while I got it expanded. Sword Art Online. I love Sword Art Online. Black Lagoon. That sounds familiar, but I don't know if I actually watched it. Let me look that up. But everything else I don't recognize. So we're going to go here, to there, you there, go this, Kirby. Wait, why he look familiar actually? That face looks familiar. Lupin, oh, that's why, Lupin. Never watched it. So we're gonna put you in the never watched. All right. Okay. This never watched list. Woo! But I mean, there is a lot of animes out there. But let me see. Black Lagoon. Before I start talking about these other ones. Black Lagoon. So that name sounds familiar. I have seen this. Yep. I have seen it. But I don't remember anything from it because it's an old ass one. So I'm going to put still as haven't watched. Sword Art Online is an A series for me. Amazing going into this online universe, and just Kiriko, one of the baddest to ever do it. Hell Rising, or Hellsing, should I say? This one I would say is a B. Really good. Hellsing, amazing with his powers, being a vampire and all. And it wasn't bad especially for it to be an older. This is an older anime as well. It was one of the more enjoyable older animes that I've watched. Haikyuu is a SS for me. This is another anime, one of the few animes that has had me cry. Haikyuu. You gotta watch it. Like Haikyuu was the cause it was around the time frame in which I was watching just a bunch of animes, like I mentioned earlier, to where I was just watching a bunch of animes back to back, cause so they kind of was like running into one. I was watching those animes, and I got to a point to where I'm like, I feel like I've watched, cause like I said, I like longer animes, so I was kind of like skipping over some of like the shorter ones unless it looked really good or unless I heard really good things about it. And I was trying to get like to the long ones, so I was watching One Piece, I was watching Naruto, Bleach, like long ones and stuff like that. Hunter x Hunter. And once I got to a point to where I was like, I feel like I've seen all of at least the more popular longer ones. Let me dive into something else. Let me do something different. And I never thought that I would like any other anime outside of the action fighting type animes. But then I ran into Haikyuu, and that just opened up a whole new love for anime for me outside of just the typical more popular type style animes. For me to fall in love with an anime that's based off of volleyball, not just like a popular sport like basketball or football or something like that, but volleyball. From the very first episode all the way to the last episode that I watched, hooked. And just like how they were able to make those scenes be dramatic as if you are watching an action adventure fighting type anime. It's just amazing. And there was a couple moments in there that had me crying. So really, 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 really good. We have, what's this? No, I don't think I've seen that one. Let's see what else we got on here. Yeah, from this list I recognize a few. That we don't have this. Food Wars is an S to me. Once again, another anime that isn't geared. I mean, they do got like some fighting type stuff in there, but this is a anime about obviously food. But just what they do with them, I mean, they get a little perverted in my opinion when they be biting into stuff and it be so good it like blast their clothes off. I feel like that's a bit much and dramatic. But what is an anime without those type of things in them? But outside of that, like what they're able to do with the food, and obviously if you love to cook like I do, the stuff it be making sense, right? Like, so it's not just them just throwing whatever in there. Like the people who write the show, who animate the show, they know what they're talking about when it comes to food and mixing things and blending things together. So it's just really good being a food lover myself and loving to cook and knowing how to cook and watching this anime and seeing the type of stuff that they do. It brings a whole different level to the anime for me, and it just was really good. Then we have is that Death Note? Let me zoom in on it. I think that's Death Note. Yeah. Death Note. Death Note gets an A. Would be an S or a double S if they didn't kill out L. If they didn't kill L out, Death Note would be like an S or an SS for me. Then we have this one that I don't know nothing about. Don't know that one either. Or this one, or this one. Samurai X. B, older anime as well. I like the fighting styles in there. This was one of the ones to where it's not like a whole lot of like drawn out battles. Like this was like skill based. So you go in there as a swordsman and you got to do what you got to do quick or you're gonna die. So I did like that, but outside of that, it just wasn't too crazy for me. Don't know these. Here goes another Fate. This one was really good too, but it's not as good as the first one that I was talking about. So I'm gonna put this one as a S. This one I would say is my second favorite. Don't know this. Don't know this. Don't know this one, but it would get an F if I even did watch it even a little bit, because it's another Gundam one. Black Bullet? That sounds so familiar. We'll look that one up. That one sounds familiar. Okay. Another few ones on here. At least for these rows, I know animes out of every row. At least I can say that. What was that? Black Bullet. I can't remember nothing from it, but I did watch it. It would have been one of the animes I watched in that blur of anime. So we're gonna just say I haven't watched it, even though I have, because I don't remember nothing from it and I can't give it a fair grading. Yu Yu Hakusho is an OG classic, an S to me. One of the OG animes that I actually was able to get into and enjoy. Loved it down. Loved it down. Don't know this, don't know this, don't know this, don't know this. My Hero Academia, I'll give an S. Really good. I gotta get back into it. I haven't watched it past season 3, I believe. In season 2 or 3, one of those. I haven't watched it past that. And I've been keeping up with the manga here and there. So I know it gets like even better. And they always do a really good job with the anime. I do like their quirk abilities. That's unique. That's different. And it does have some of a story to it. And obviously with having some of like the quirks passed down, right? So like one above all. So get back into it, but of what I watched is an S. Code Geass. This is a sleeper anime in my opinion, but this is an S as well. Just the strategy behind everything, his ability that he had. It just was enjoyable, and it caught me by surprise. I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was. Don't know this one. Don't know this one. Psycho-Pass. This is a good one as well. I really like this one. Put this one as an A. That's a good like little gateway entry level anime to watch as well if you haven't watched anime. Psycho-Pass is a good one. Don't know this or this or this or this. I don't think I've seen this Fate. Let me see. Let me see here. Let us see here. No, I don't think I've seen that one. It doesn't look familiar. We're gonna put that in the haven't watched category. Haven't watched this. Haven't watched this. Haven't watched this. I think this isn't this Berserk. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Berserk. Yeah, pretty sure. I watched some of Berserk, but not enough of it, so I'm gonna just put it there. Haven't watched this Yu-Gi-Oh! Lucky Star haven't watched that. Shield Hero, this was a sleeper. Shield Hero is a really good anime. Not S good or SS good, but A good. It's really good. Dragon Ball Z GT F. Yeah. Get that out my face. Don't know this one. Don't know this one. This one, don't know. Oh, is this Magi? Oh yeah, this is, yep. I'm like, I was looking at that, I'm like, have I seen this? But yes, I have seen this. I'll give it a B for what I have seen. I have to jump back into it, rewatch it, and then continue because I haven't watched all of it. But what I have watched, it was good. Don't know this one. Don't know this one. Don't know this one. Bleach. Of the big three, Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece, Bleach is my least favorite, but I'll give it an A still because it isn't a classic. If it wasn't an OG classic, it'd be a B. But yeah, it just like the story isn't as deep. Power systems good. I do like their power systems, their bankais and things of that nature. But it just like comparing them to the other two, it just wasn't really that for me. Hunter x Hunter is an S. I need for them to get that back up and running. Like I need the continuation for that. We get a continuation for it and it continues, it will end as an SS for me. This image looks familiar. Yeah, this is Akame. Yep. This one is a B. Give you a B. Reminds me, it's similar like to the Kill la Kill, similar type of setup and style, almost like a newer version of Samurai X as well, to where when I'm like your swordsman skill is what's gonna win you these battles. Like these aren't super drawn out battles that take forever and a day to finish up like some of the other animes. They like quick and to the point. You either got the skill to overcome this or you don't. Devil, is this the one that was on Netflix? Yeah, this is the Netflix one. C. I'll give it a C. Full Metal Alchemist. I know how we feel about Full Metal Alchemist, especially Brotherhood, but I don't feel the same way y'all do. Y'all feel about it. It's good, but like this, like Full Metal Alchemist, especially Brotherhood, a lot of people have like on their S or SS or S list, and for me, it just don't hit as good as some of the other animes I have on my S or SS list. So that's why it's not there, but it is still a good anime. Don't know this one. Naruto is an S. Overall, like, do they got it separate? Let me see. Nope, but they got Naruto on here twice though. I don't know, it is separate. Okay, why did they got Naruto on here twice? We put Naruto on in the S, and then I'll put Shippuden SS. Where's Shippuden at? Shippuden just took it to whole nother level, so that gets an SS. Don't know this one. Don't know this one. Nah, don't know that one. Assassination Classroom is an S for me. Another shorter style anime. But they did, like I said, they did what they needed to do. We got in there. We found out what the premise was. Each person had their role to play to assassinate their teacher at the end, who was just this unkillable person who could move at crazy speeds, right? And powers and other abilities as well. So just seeing how they all came together to do what was needed, but throughout the journey of this, they obviously built a bond and a connection with their teacher. So it was something that was hard for them to do, but they still knew that they had to do it at the end of the day. So just witnessing that journey, seeing the character development, the character growth throughout it, and for them to close it out how it was supposed to be how it was supposed to, and it be a shorter anime, sent it over the top for me. So didn't see that one, didn't see this one. Which Pokemon is this one? Have I seen this one? This must be one of the newer ones. Yeah, that's a newer one. I mean, the Pokemon on here look familiar, but I honestly not remembering anything about the show. So I'm gonna just put in, I haven't watched it. Indigo, this is a SS childhood, like one of the best Pokemon series of all time. Period. And I won't be elaborating. Dragon Ball, I'll give Dragon Ball a D, just like Dragon Ball Z. Pokemon, the series, obviously, no, this is not the OG one. Do they even have this, or did I already rate the OG one? No, this isn't the OG one. This is XY series, okay. XY series, I'll give an A. Then we have this, which I don't think I've seen. Haven't seen this. Naruto, we already did that one, so I'm not gonna put that in there again. Yokai, haven't seen this. Haven't seen this. Hamtaro, Hamtaro's a D. I forgot about that anime. It's a D. Did we do Bleach already? I did Bleach already, didn't I? Put Bleach in a B, right? B or A? Yeah, A. Okay, so they had that on there twice as well. Okay. And so we got One Piece. They saved the best for last because One Piece is definitely an SS anime and it's not even close. The greatest anime of all time, in my opinion. That's my opinion. Don't get in my comment section arguing with me. That's my opinion. And the reason why anime is the greatest anime in my opinion, or One Piece is the greatest anime in my opinion, is because it just checks all my boxes. One is a long ass anime and it's still ongoing, right? But just Oda, just how he writes his stories, the foreshadowing, like he been writing this story for like 25 years plus, and it's still going. And stuff and characters that we've seen from day one, like Shanks, we're just now seeing a glimpse of what they could do. We still don't even know everything that Shanks can do, but we're getting a glimpse of it 25 years later. The story is finally opening up to be able to do everything that Oda wants to do, like with the One Piece, like with Luffy having Gear 5 now. And argue with your mama, but Gear 5 Luffy, ain't nobody touching that. No other MC is touching that. No other MC is touching that. This man can literally bend reality at his will. He's become a Looney Tunes character, and if you know Looney Tunes characters, you know how OP and overpowered they are, because they can literally do whatever the hell they want. If they want to tap into the fourth wall, they can do that. If they want to write you out a story, they can do that. If they want to pull the moon closer to them or the sun closer to them, like Popeye be doing, they can do that. They literally can do whatever their imagination wants them or allows them to do. So their only limit is their imagination. And that's what Luffy's dealing with right now, because he's just unlocked his Gear 5 power. So he's slowly learning that, oh, I can do this, oh, I can do this. And when he's having those moments, it just happens, right? So we've seen him pull just random stuff out of a pocket dimension already. We've seen him take an object and turn it into something else. Like, we've seen him grab intangible things like lightning and stuff like that. So like, it's going to be exciting to see what else Oda decides to do with Luffy and his Gear 5. But with Gear 5, Oda's able to tap into an even darker element of his story. So we're starting to see that dark side, specifically within the world government. We're starting to see that dark side in the story, and for him to have built this up, right, for 20 plus years, and we see it, like, we go back to like Skypiea, and we see like Sun God Nika depiction starting there, and like just how all of these things have connected, because Skypiea is one of the earliest arcs that they've been on, right? And just for that to be that long ago to be connecting now, 10 plus years later in the story, it's just crazy to see that in Oda. Like, the character development, that we see Roronoa Zoro being my favorite character. We see his development. We see Luffy's development. We see Usopp's, Nami's, Frankie's, Brooks, like Robin, like literally Chopper, everybody's, Sanji's, everybody's development in the story, and they all have like their own arcs. Even with the main characters, like, we're just now getting a little bit of Roronoa Zoro's backstory. We still need some stuff with Luffy's backstory, like with his mom, his dad, and stuff like that. So it's just like so many things that Oda has painted us and given us like little brief clues in that he's tying them back together. So nobody, in my opinion, when it comes to animes that I've seen and that I've watched, have been able to do that at the level that he has done it at. Their power system is very unique, and you can do a lot with it. You got different forms of it. You got, outside of the power system, you have different power systems. So outside of the Devil Fruits, you have Haki, you have observation Haki, you have armament Haki. You can just be super skilled as a swordsman like Zoro is, and just like all of these things that tie in together that make anybody in the series that could be relevant. So it's just an amazing overall, well written, beautiful anime. It's made me cry several times. So it's just my number one. If it ain't yours, I'm cool with that. Like, it's not for everybody. Like, I look at One Piece as, I don't want to say intellectual, but it's more of an intellectual anime than you will experience in any other anime. So you have to have the willingness to look at it and learn from it, and to go along on this journey. It's not going to be a one and done. It's not going to be something quick. You're going to have to actually invest into it. So, and not everybody wants to do that when they're watching a show. So I get it. But for me, it's my number one, and it always will be. I don't think there's any anime that will ever top it for me. But that is our list. I did better with this one than the than the horror games, but we still got a whole slew of animes that we haven't seen, minus a few that I put in here just because I don't remember. I know I watched it, but I just don't remember anything from it because it's been such a long time. But yeah, I know some of these on here driving y'all crazy, like the Dragon Ball Z's and stuff like that, but I think my list is good. We got the classics, obviously, the childhoods, the Yu-Gi-Ohs, the Pokemons, Digimons in there. We got Inuyasha's, the SS Soul Eater, Sonic, Naruto, Shippuden, Black Clover, which is a newer gen. We got a Haikyuu. I got a variety of shows in here that I think I did good there. And then the S, we got a good list of S in here. Once again, a variety. Then our A list is looking good. Our B list is, I think I did a stellar job, honestly. If I'm speaking for myself, I think I did a really good job. But that was this week's Tier List Tuesdays. I hope that you guys enjoyed it for this hour that we've been here. And as always, I greatly appreciate the love and support y'all show the videos. Make sure you continue to smash that like button, smash sub button, and join button so you can be alerted. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, have a great one.